La Resortera.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Pura Vida Perspectives. How's everybody doing this week?
Hello. We're
Good.
doing great.
Thanks for having us back.
Hey, we had such a fun last week that Sara said, why don't we bring Pablo and Chris again this time?
Yeah, I feel like with that, I love having them here. For any of you who maybe somehow skipped last week's episode, we brought Pablo and Chris in. Pablo does customs and shipping here in Costa Rica as well as other countries. Chris is very knowledgeable in, consulting for construction. And it's just nice to we got their kind of perspectives on business in our last episode and got some of their backstory, which was really cool. But today I think we're going to have a really fun little episode about some fun topics.
Yeah,
I'd like to make this a thing called like Ask a Tico. So this will be our first segment of Ask a Tico.
Okay.
And what are we going to talk about today,
Well,
Jairo?
first, I'm gonna get angry here.
Why?
Uh-oh.
Remove
Why?
your hair to the left, please.
Oh,
What is that? Come on. They got matching
Oh, I know.
sweaters for international partner relocation.
You didn't want to bring us any?
relocation partner.
And they only got, what's that?
They knew we'd be here.
Exactly.
You're always here.
I mean, I already
Exactly.
scheduled the appointment to get the tattoo, too.
Oh, nice. Partner.
That's how you
Partner,
support
yeah.
your friend's business, right? You got to support your friend's business.
But I mean,
I gotta have the sweatshirt to support the business.
Exactly. You're gonna bring two more
I'll
sweatshirts. We'll
get
be
you
supporting.
some.
And
we'll
it's
be
cold in
supporting.
here.
Yeah.
Exactly.
we got some. So we're wearing today our sweaters, international relocation partner, and she was so kind to wear one of my sweaters.
They're really nice.
Yeah.
So, ask a Tico. Let me ask you, Chris,
Okay.
how you been doing when you're in the streets, when you're in the market, and you run into a word in Tico? Everybody knows we speak Spanish in Costa Rica, but you run into a crazy Tico word. What's your reaction like?
Usually a long pause, and they can try to see me work it out in my head, and then maybe they'll reword it.
Your wife speaks a little more Spanish than you, right?
A little more than I do. Yep. And my son probably understands a lot more than both of us put together.
Well, if there is any Tico American that I love, it's Ksenia.
Oh, yeah. My
Oh,
daughter.
man, I love that girl. She's so funny because she's a gringa in
Tico gringa.
a Tico body.
Yeah.
So she will speak with the R.
Oh, your
Rápido.
daughter.
My daughter.
Yeah.
So
I've
for anyone who doesn't know, my daughter,
she'll be
Ksenia.
like, rápido, vámonos. and she will say like, yeah, pura vida. And all those words, que tú anis, pero de ahí, mae.
Sí, die.
She's so funny with the Tico words.
Yes.
So let me ask you, what's a Tico word that you know that you're kind of familiar with?
Pura vida. There's a phrase.
You need to learn how to say pura vida.
Pura vida.
There you go.
Pura vida.
Like,
Pura vida, 2 words.
yeah, like
Two.
Sarah with Jaco. No, Jaco.
Jaco.
There you go. How do you say
Jaco.
Jaco now?
Jaco.
Yeah, there's so many different words that you guys would not believe. You're coming into Costa Rica, you're trying to learn the language, but on top of that, there is an additional level of
Tiquismo.
it's not just Spanish. There is another level of our culture expressions and the way we communicate as Ticos. And I actually pull a list here, and I share this list with all of you guys so we can walk through this topic. So I'm just gonna read a few. You stop me if there is one that you don't understand, right? Like 20s. You guys want to know 20s? No.
No.
No?
Not,
Well, let's
not
explain it to people too who are watching. You know, they're not going to know what that is. Yes, I do. I know that one. I guess
20s.
raise your hand if you know what I mean. You know.
Yeah. 20s, and I'll put maybe the context since I'm the Costa Rican one along with Pablo. 20s, is like when you see him walking down the street and you say, hey, Pablo, 20s,
Yeah.
like cool.
Yeah. Cool. Hey, 20s.
Okay.
Ooh,
oh,
great, nice.
20s.
Bump it.
Cool. Yeah, 20s. Oh, it's so 20s. Yeah.
Yep.
It's 20s. The next one, that is one thing to my. Everybody knows that, my.
Yeah.
Yeah. My.
Dude, I use it like in a sentence. I use it like probably 10 times.
Yeah, hey, dude. It's very, very Costa Rican. So if you're not aware of it, you may be missing out.
Oh, someone didn't turn the front off.
Sorry. Work duties call. I
not
don't know
me.
why it's ringing. I'm sorry.
All right. What else we have?
Should I go take care of that?
Pura vida. Of course, we just said it. Jale. What is jale?
No.
I know that one.
Jale.
Like, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Voy jalando.
Ale.
Voy jalando. There
Voy
you go.
jalando.
Yeah.
Oh,
Voy
Jale,
jalando.
hey, jale al supermercado. Jale, let's go to a
Okay.
supermarket. Hey, jale. Oh,
Jale.
I love
I like
No,
that.
or you could say it in another way. Jale, man, jale.
Bajalao.
Bajalao.
okay,
Bajalao. Man, jale.
say it like that. That sounds familiar.
Like,
Yeah.
like you don't want to talk to somebody. You kind of like in a fight maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Blowing
Man,
them off.
jale. Or somebody's just giving you too much bull crap. Oh man, jale con esa
Okay,
verdad.
you hear that on the job site.
Yeah. It's very. Okay, jale,
Brete.
brete.
Brete. If I tell you, hey, Chris, ¿cómo está el brete?
How's work?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
That's like of all of us, you're the one that has less experience with Tico words.
Yeah.
And this
Brete.
one is one that you should really, really get familiarized with.
I can say it. I can make an expression out of it. You know, that guy, él es un breteador. Él es un trabajador. He works hard. He's a breteador. She works a lot. Ella
Ahora
es
yo say, Sara-
breteadora.
Sara, ¿cómo está el brete?
Yeah. ¿Cómo está el brete? Yeah, I've heard that plenty of times. Yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah,
Many
our
times.
work is slow, or work is doing good. Or, ma, vamos a tomarnos una birra después del brete. What did I just say?
We're gonna drink a beer
Slow down.
after work.
There you go.
Yep.
I didn't even hear beer in there. You didn't say cerveza. You said something else.
Birras.
Oh, beers.
Esa es otra expresión.
See, pero as Pablo was saying, this is just a perfect example of how we can say something without mentioning the correct word.
Well, this is something Duolingo isn't going to teach you.
No.
No,
No, I don't recognize any of these words from Duolingo.
the real Tico Spanish.
Yeah.
And also, so I was just in El Salvador not that long ago, and there was some things that I said that they didn't understand what I was saying because they don't use that word. I'm trying to think of the example of what it was, but
And you were using Tico words.
Tico words. But I didn't realize sometimes I don't realize that because I learned all my Spanish here. Sometimes I don't realize that some words are Tico words until I go to another country and I use one and they have no idea what they don't know what I'm saying.
Wait.
Like presa. I think one time I was like, oh, mucha presa aquí. Like maybe I
tráfico.
said that in Guatemala and the person had no idea what I was
was
talking about. They were
traffic.
like, what? And I was just saying, yeah, there's a lot of
Maybe-
traffic here. I was making conversation, but they were like, what? What?
We have friends and family who has visited us here. One from Mexico, one from Venezuela, and they say it's a different dialect.
Oh, yeah.
She said it almost sounds like Ticos are singing when they speak. She really liked it.
Interesting. This one, everybody knows this. Guaro.
Guado. I mean, we all
What's
know
guado?
it. Do you know it?
Come on, Chris.
Guado.
Man, you,
I don't.
you need to
I
hang
think
out.
I think I
Chili
know, but I
guado.
don't.
Chili guado.
Oh,
Think about
water, chili water,
chili-
alcohol.
No.
Alcohol,
Chili
yeah.
Alcohol.
guado.
Okay, alcohol.
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
we've been what? Only 8 minutes out of this podcast, and I have learned something already.
That
We
I'm
need
a
to-
gringo. You didn't know that?
No, that we need to speak more in Spanish to you, man.
Yeah.
So you can learn.
Yeah.
Because every time we see you and we hang out with you, we're only speaking English.
Yeah.
You need to learn more how to be a
I'm
tico.
gonna blame you. This ain't on me. This is on
Hey,
you.
you're right.
This one could be useful for somebody that is visiting. Chepe. Chepe.
Yep, I know that one.
Help me out.
Is the nickname for San Jose.
San Jose.
Oh,
Is the
San
nickname.
Jose. And then we
literally
have
have never heard
and then we
that.
have nicknames for people, right? So if you know somebody that his name is Jose,
Okay.
like just like in the US you have Robert, Bob,
yeah.
right? So Jose is Chepe. Oh, Chepe, right?
Oh.
Yep. And this one, very important. You gotta put it in your mind, in your
Okay.
brain.
Let's hear it.
Birra.
Uh-huh.
Birra. Beer. Cerveza.
Birra.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
He's got it. He's got it.
So, después que grabemos hoy, vamos a tomarnos una birra.
It's
en el
funny I can
almuerzo.
say that one.
After we finish filming the podcast, he said we're gonna go back. We're gonna go grab a beer.
Birra.
Birra.
Yes, there you
So,
go.
when we get there, you say, hey,
Uh-huh.
4 birras.
Okay.
You're going to ask for the beers today.
This one, Sarah's got 3.
Yep. Zaguate.
There you go.
Zaguate.
Sara has a zaguate.
2.
No, I think just 1.
2.
No, chiliguaro is zaguate.
Zaguate. Yeah. So I have 1 dog chiliguaro after my favorite drink.
Oh.
If you haven't tried it in Costa Rica, you have to. My favorite
But
drink.
chiliguaro is a zaguate.
What did I drink yesterday?
Yeah.
What did I order at the restaurant that the guy thought I was crazy?
She ordered like 4 chiguaros in one single
Oh,
glass.
jeez.
No
Aren't you
kidding.
supposed to
And
shoot
this is
those?
a-
Oh, like on a picture?
Yeah. Yeah.
A
But it's
picture?
good.
You asked for a picture of chiliguaros?
For her, it's not a shot. For her, it's like a soup.
It's a soup.
It's a healthy
You
soup.
ate it with a spoon? You drank it with a
Kind of
spoon?
like,
Well,
she explained that this is a soup. It's healthy. It's got tomatoes. It's got spaces, and I'm
got
a healthier
tomato.
person now.
It's got tomato, cilantro, onion, bell pepper, like salt, pepper, sugar, a little bit of sugar, and then it's just got a little bit of alcohol. So it's just a cold soup with alcohol.
and to clarify, we do shots of chiliguaro here, like on between beers. So we're having
They're not good
birras,
alcohol.
Yeah.
and then we say we want a chiliguaro, but apparently Sara,
Just
drink
does
is
the chili guaro.
she drinks these shots as is water, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
but they don't
Get
have the
some-
same alcohol content as like an actual shot of like tequila or anything crazy. So
To me,
I
it
don't want
kinda
people
tastes
thinking
like
I'm
a
over here.
Bloody Mary, but with spicy.
That my
It's
wife says
different
that.
because then they say, "Oh no, do you just want a Bloody Mary?" I'm like, "No, I want." I had to do that last night. No, I want 4
Chili
chili
guaro.
guaros
in one picture.
a glass with ice. I don't want a Bloody Mary. That's
Okay,
different.
so going back to zaguate.
yeah.
How do you say zaguate in English?
Like a mutt. So a mixed breed dog. So one that you get off like street dog,
Straight talk.
Okay.
mixed breed dog.
And you have chiliguaro?
I have chiliguaro and I
That's the,
have
only,
azu.
that's the only zaguate, right?
No, chiliguaro and azu. They're both.
They're both zaguates?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. What else we have on the list?
Oh, many. Coco.
Oh yeah,
Guess coco.
that confused me when
Coconut.
we moved here. Cocoa, because it sounds like chocolate, right?
No.
But it's
Yeah.
coconut.
Yeah, but
Keke.
it's coconut. Coco. It's coconut.
Cocoa water,
but,
right?
But we could say, oh, that guy is Coco. You know, he's
Oh,
smart.
loco. Oh,
His head.
I w-
El Coco. He's crazy. Está loco de la cabeza. Oh, está loco. el
Crazy
Coco.
on his head.
El Coco está jodido. Está
So-
jodido con Coco.
So I went to the States to celebrate my birthday, and we walked up to Walmart and says, "Hey, queremos un queque," because the lady speaks Spanish at the bakery department, and we say, "Hey, we queremos un queque con forma de bola de fútbol americano." She was like, "What?" Okay, un pastel.
Uh-huh.
Quiere un bizcocho.
Bizcocho. In other places, we say cake. Cake in Costa Rica, queque.
Queque.
I would have
Oh.
also thought in other countries, I would have called it KK in other countries too, thinking that other, like, yeah.
This is funny because there are some words depending on the country you are in. It could be bad words, or it could be funny things in between countries in Latin America. So queque in other places is a bizcocho or torta. In Argentina will be torta. Bizcocho could be
is
Puerto
it
Ricans.
different from pastel? Because pastel can be pie too,
Yeah,
can't it?
pastel. It's another way too, and it's different meanings for every Latin American country. I used to be called this when I was a child, bombeta.
Oh yeah, me all the time. I'm still until today.
Bombeta. How would you describe
Bombeta?
somebody that is bombeta?
Someone that is in every place, like me or Pablo,
Like popular?
like crashing in different podcasts, crashing at parties we were not invited, speaking things that we might know or we think that we know and we probably really don't know.
Can you think of an English term for that?
Well,
Sarah?
right here, good old Chat GPT is a show off for someone who seeks attention.
Yeah.
Oh,
To me,
life of the
I
party.
never felt that. I never felt that I was just seeking attention. I
No.
remember I was in the Boy Scouts when I was a child, and I always wanted to be the leader. I always wanted to be, doing more. And all of the kids, they were like, "Oh, why are you always
Maybe show
doing,
off.
Yeah, why
Show
are you
off.
always, are you always doing everything? You always, I have the guy who was leading everything. I was always the good guy, the good kid, or whatever. And the other kids were envious of this,
Ah.
and they would call it, "Oh, you're a bobeta."
Well, I like this one, pelón.
I'm seeing a lot on here that I never knew were
pelona.
just Costa Rican
Pelón
words.
means ball.
Yeah.
Or pelona, like for example, yesterday we were at this activity and they brought this beautiful like 4 months baby girl, And I was like, oh, she's cute, peloncita, qué linda, toda pelona. She means like they cut her hair, she had no hair. I was like, she was so cute. Or if you're at the bar or at a restaurant or a parking lot or whatever, and you're like, hey, where's Paulo? Hey, allá está la par del pelón. Right next to the bald
Bald guy, yeah. Yeah. And see, I never knew that was just a Costa Rican thing. Like, as I'm looking at this list, there's like no dar pelota. I didn't know that was just a Costa Rican thing.
Is pelo hair?
Yes.
Okay. But there's different terms to also describe hair or say hair.
Pelo?
Yeah.
Cabello.
Cabello. That's what I was
Yep.
looking for.
That one.
Yep.
O pelo. Cabello is more, soft. It's like cabello.
But if I'm at a barber and I use the term pelo, he should know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And pelo is more like this, like
Facial
beard.
hair.
It's like more like hard.
Barba.
Oh, okay.
Cabello is soft and like a lady has beautiful hair.
Mm.
Muy lindo cabello.
Ah, muy
You
lindo.
don't say to a lady you have beautiful pelo.
No, she wouldn't like that very much.
It sound like, no, it's like this, or I don't know, or animals, they have pelo.
Interesting.
Okay. That makes sense.
Or short and
Scruffy. Rough. Coarse.
no dar pelota.
That one's, yeah.
Pelota.
No dar pelota. Esa chica, ella no me da pelota.
She's like ignoring someone or like, she's not really paying, she doesn't pay attention to him. Oh, don't pay attention to him.
My crush,
No da pelota.
she's not paying attention to me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm in love, but she doesn't give me pelota. Ella no me da pelota.
No más pelo. Okay.
Ahuevado.
That's a good one.
Sad.
My,
Qué huevado.
ahuevado. So, yeah, there's so many different things. I don't know if you guys could share this list. On
Acachete?
the description.
Cachete.
It's a good one because people will hear that. Oh, how are you? Puro mira my cachete.
Cachete.
Rojo. I was at the cash register and someone said rojo and I knew I never heard it before, but I knew exactly what they were talking about.
And I'm gonna tell these
1 mil.
and I'm gonna tell this to the people that is gonna come to Costa Rica and never been here before. El rojo. If someone says, "Hey, can I borrow a rojo? Can you let me grant 1,000 colones?"
Probably never a mil.
It's never gonna come back. Yeah, I used to have a friend that every morning he walked into this office and said, "Hey, man, me presta un rojo." And this guy will say, "Hell no. Let me give you 20,000 colones. That way I know you're gonna pay me back. Either grab the 20,000 or don't get the rojo."
Well, would he pay the 20,000?
Yeah, he will pay the 20,000.
I had that friend in high school. Always needed a buck, and when you ask him about it, he's like, "Oh, it's in my bag." Like he had this mysterious bag full of cash that never showed up.
Interesting. There's one that I want definitely people to know, the Me Regala. So that's very unique here to Costa Rica. So it's like saying pretty much, will you give me? Like when I ordered
gift.
my coffee, sí, regálame un latte. So gift me a latte. So like you'll use it when you're ordering or, hey, me regala mi celular. Or can you grab my...
So is it actually a gift?
No.
Okay.
No, I wish.
You gotta pay for it.
But this wasn't free. But I'm sure I ordered that way.
Me regala una empanada.
Yeah.
But that
I'm
also
sure
works as a gift, right? Oh, where'd you get that? It was a gift.
Un regalo. Un regalo.
regalo.
So a gift
But it's
is...
not a regalo. You always have to pay for it.
Yeah, you have to pay
Regalar.
for it. And I'm sure I've ordered it that way in other countries. Like when I went to Guatemala or El Salvador, I probably ordered it that way. No one said anything, but I'm sure they thought it was weird the way I asked
You
for
have
it.
to pay
It's
for
weird.
this, ma'am.
Like, regálame una...
Some people will look at you if you're in Colombia or Panama, Nicaragua. You say me regala. It's like no. It costs. It's gonna be $2.
Not here.
I can bring it, but you have to pay it.
Yeah. One that is not on the list, and Sarah, when I mentioned Ksenia, she's like, "Oh yeah, I heard her." DI. How do you
DI.
play DI?
Yeah, I heard that so much more when I lived up in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. I felt like every other word was DI.
DI, see?
DI, sí, DI, es que, blah, 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 DI. I'm like, wow, like this is a word I was hearing a lot more in more rural areas. I mean, I heard it every other word, almost like my, but now I don't hear it as often. But yeah, Ksenia uses that. Can you explain what it means?
Me and my family, we use it a lot.
Yeah.
And when I talk to my friends, or like, for example, like someone in my group, my coworkers are asking me like, "Hey, should I rent these people or should I book to this guy?" Like I'm not very confident, or I don't know. I'll say, "De ahí, ¿qué le dijo?" I'm like,
Well, yeah.
like
It's kind of almost like well.
yeah, like yeah.
Yep. Well,
De
I
ahí.
don't know.
Yeah.
Mae, vamos a almorzar ahora. De ahí sí.
Well, so see, yeah. Well, yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think well is a good. I think that's
Yeah,
the
well.
perfect word to explain what that is.
There are so many different words. Papaya.
Oh, papaya. Yeah.
And like you said,
Él habla
it-
papaya.
like-
But or you can say él habla papaya.
But like
Está
you
hablando
said-
papaya.
So
Like yeah. So this says something easy, but I would when I hear papaya, like if someone's saying
but
he's talking
I want to
papaya,
clarify
he's
something
talking.
that Pablo said before. Papaya in different countries could mean something like a bad word.
really?
Vagina.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Exactly. La
papaya
papaya.
means
Oh.
vagina. in
And here in
Cuba.
Costa Rica, like, they'll definitely say this a lot to me. Jairo sí habla papaya.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
My Jairo sí habla papaya.
Él habla mucho papaya.
Yeah, Jairo
Like,
says a lot of
he-
shit.
Yeah, he talks a lot of
bullshit.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But in another country, that can mean something very different. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. And this one, I have used it a lot here in different episodes. Echarse flores. Echarse flores means, like, I don't want to brag about myself,
Oh,
but,
like flatter.
Throwing flowers at me.
yeah.
Throwing
Yeah.
flowers.
Echarse flores.
Okay.
Because I'm that good at what I do.
Yeah.
That I gotta say, man. I mean, it's not my fault that I'm that good. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Echarse flores.
Ser uña
Look at
y
Sara.
mugre.
Oh, there you go.
Ser uña,
Yeah, you too. Uña y mugre, right there.
uña y mugre.
Being like best friends.
Yeah,
You know-
always
you
together.
You that are in the construction work area. You know, sometimes your nails are not that small as mine are right now, and you're lifting things and you're working. How do you call that gets under your nails that looks like black?
The dirt.
Dirt, yeah,
But
dirt.
does it have like a specific name?
Sucio. No,
Dirt.
dirt.
Crud.
Yeah.
Like in Spanish, it's
Dirt.
called mugre.
Oh yeah, we don't
Mugre.
have like a word for it. Just dirt.
Mugre. So
That's
you say,
interesting.
Like-
these two guys are like uña y mugre because the nail and the dirt always go together.
That's interesting. Okay.
They're really close.
Oh,
Uña y mugre. Nail and the
Okay.
dirt.
wow.
So you say uña y mugre when they're too close, when they're good friends.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Uña-
Yeah, just like us and I.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I'm saying.
right. That's
what
right.
that's what I'm giving the
Always
example.
together, always hanging
Uña-
out,
uña
always
y
doing
mugre.
things together.
Uña y mugre.
Interesting.
Like
Yeah.
nail and dirt.
Huh. So similar to two peas in a pod.
Yes. Yes.
Would
Like
be
two
the
peas in
same.
a pod. Yep.
What else? What else we have?
That's-
There's a bunch of it, man. I should just start speaking Spanish and using how much I get.
Well, I would say like so
what are
learning.
the funny ones that you heard from Ksenia spit?
Well, I don't know. I mean those, but I would say one that I heard a lot and that she's gonna continue hearing as she gets older is matcha.
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 Oh, yeah.
So here matcha is
La matcha.
blondie. So hey matcha, over here
Machilla.
matcha. Matcha. So
Machilla.
machilla. So that's something that
Carajillo.
Why is
You-
there a
you-
term for blonde folk in Costa Rica?
Like for
You are,
matcha.
you are a macho? Machito, sí.
Blonde?
yeah, you're not blonde, but you're not dark enough.
Yeah.
Oh. So it's for is it skin, light skinned or light hair?
Light hair.
Also, like ones you should get familiarized with should be el chiquito or el carajillo.
Chiquito, yeah.
Cute.
I heard the word
Chiquito.
carajillo a
Small?
lot
No,
yesterday.
Chiquito is the
Small.
kid.
Carajillo.
Okay.
That's what you kept ordering.
Ma,
in the
¿dónde
drink.
está el chiquito suyo?
All right.
That people will say, Mae, ¿dónde está el chiquito suyo? You hear, if I say it slowly, you hear how that sounds?
Yeah.
Mae, ¿dónde está el chiquito suyo?
Saying, dude, where's your kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, but if I say it slower, it sounds like, where's your little thing? Mae, ¿dónde está el chiquito
If you
suyo?
say that, if you said that in Mexico,
Yeah,
it
that's
would
what I'm
be
saying.
The little thing.
Yeah.
behind you.
Yeah. But if I say to you, if I look at you and say, Chris, ma, ¿dónde está su chiquito? Where's your kid? Dude, where's your kid? Or el carajillo.
What little thing behind?
That's a saying.
We can't
Dude,
say
where's
those
your
things.
kid?
This is a clean podcast. Can we beep things out?
You're gonna have to get the explicit.
You need to be able to beep these things out.
You were like thinking on what? You were
Well,
not
I
getting
didn't know
it.
what it was. I'm like, a tail? Like, we need to beep yourselves out, please. Beep yourselves out. This is supposed to be family friendly.
And we're only using Costa Rican nice words.
Oh, true. We're not even getting into the
Yeah.
bad mouthing slang.
Meterse en camisas de 11 varas.
Can you, while we're talking, sorry, go ahead.
Something about a T-shirt.
Yeah.
Meterse en camisas de 11 varas.
Get yourself in trouble, man.
I've never heard of that one.
No?
What?
This is something that my mom would say, my dad would say.
Put
No
your-
se meta en camisas de 11 varas.
Yeah.
put
Like, don't
your-
get yourself in trouble.
But it
Don't,
translates
don't complicate yourself.
literally as putting yourself in a shirt of 11 things.
No, 11 varas could say like a triple XXXXL
Oh.
shirt.
Oh, okay.
Like getting in over your head. Something's too big.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay. I have a question for you guys. Can you explain to the audience what is pachuco?
The guy who uses all these words.
So
No, not necessarily.
And where did it come from? What is it? What is pachuco
But
in Costa Rica?
Pachuco to be, and we can have different opinions. on
Opinions,
this.
yeah.
Pachuco to be is somebody that is not well educated when they're talking. They're always going to look for, some of this may say
It's a
some
type
this
of
words,
speaking,
That's what
right?
I'm saying.
though? But isn't it a type?
I don't agree with him.
but
Isn't it a
also
type
could be
of
bad
speaking?
words as well.
I don't agree with you because in somehow I'm a Pachuco.
Oh yeah,
But not the
100%.
person's a pachuco. But isn't okay for me?
That's what I said.
I'm not arguing there.
The way
No.
I understand it is it's a type of slang, a type of speaking. So is it someone that uses a lot of slang? Or
Yeah, but he was saying he's a type of guy that is not educated. That's not true. I'm a Pachuco. I'm educated, but I use a lot of slang, Costa Rican slang.
I'm sorry.
Someone
I didn't
who's
say it right.
street
It's not,
savvy?
it's not about education.
Uh-huh.
It's more about
Street talk.
yes.
Pablo, we got to be politically
talk.
correct here.
Yeah.
But it could come.
Today's
Puede
world.
ser hasta vulgar.
Oh yeah.
So it could be. It could be.
That could be muy Pachuco, más bien.
Could be unrespectful. Talking
yeah.
in a way where it's not proper matters sometimes.
Yeah.
So it could go to that extent. You could be also pachuco and be light and just say, slang like this. And other slang that may be a little offensive. And it could be normal in a context. In a local barrio here in Costa Rica and San Jose, it could be normal. But if you're going to talk in a classroom, you're making a presentation to your classroom, you wouldn't want to use that language. You want to be a little bit more proper. So Pachuco is,
I would-
Relaxed slang.
I would say like someone could come to Costa Rica and be like, oh, I know Spanish. I speak Spanish. But if they are talking to someone who speaks primarily, I guess, in that way, Pachuco way, I don't know, then they're not going to understand what the person's saying unless they really understand the slang
So
and
is
a lot of the slang.
Pachuco local to Costa Rica?
No.
Or would that
Is that a word
same
that's in other Costa Rica though?
No. Pachuco is just a street.
for everywhere
it's-
in
so it's
Latin
like street talk.
America?
Street talk.
That's what it means. Street
yeah,
talk.
street talk.
That's what I
That's a
want
good-
to
yeah,
people
street
understand. So
And
street talk.
To
Okay.
close up and finish up this podcast, it's been really, really fun, man.
Yeah.
Let's explain, but not from us, from your perspective, what does tico mean?
Oh man.
Why are we called ticos?
From my perspective,
From your perspective.
it's a term for the locals.
Why?
Why? I have no idea.
setting you up.
Yeah, I feel set up here.
Oh man, you've been 3 years in Costa Rica.
No, it's just
you need to be more Costa Rican, man.
yeah.
From your perspective, why are we called ticos? Do you know why?
Trap question.
no ChatGPT. No ChatGPT for this one. No phones.
Hold on, I don't remember.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh
don't tell
my
me. Don't tell me.
God.
Hold on, don't tell me. Hold on.
Sarah.
Don't tell me.
I
Don't tell
can't
me.
believe this,
Why are
man.
Costa Ricans called ticos and ticas? I'm just thinking now. I'm
Yeah,
just
but
it
tell
doesn't
me-
work with my-
Is there a
I'm
literal
thinking-
translation for Tico or Tica?
okay,
No.
okay. Because the linguistic habit of their Spanish. Ah, yes. So because they use itico, like
Exactly.
the end,
chiquitico,
chiquitico,
piquitico, yeah.
So
Everything.
let me put that in a sentence. Costa Ricans are called ticos or ticas because the way we express is often that is pequeñito, that is
Chiquitico.
chiquitito. So everybody else that speaks Spanish will just say okay, a pequeño, or we can say this is una taza, pero es pequeña, so we say tacita.
So
Uh-huh.
We're
going
always
back,
making at the end of a lot of words that pequeñito, pequeñita, tacita, and this is why we have this nickname, Tico.
So
because
going back to what my friends were saying who are visiting from other Latin countries, who said it sounds like the Ticos and Ticas are singing. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
They add that little extra flavor onto the end of the
All
word.
the words.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's
Glad I
very
remembered
Tico.
that.
It's very Tico.
I won't
The
forget.
You
pequeñitos,
cheated.
the chiquititos.
You
Next
cheated, Sarah.
time someone tries to set me up with that one, I'll be prepared.
Exactly.
All right, this one was a fun one. Thank you guys for coming over. I think we're gonna have you all over December
Yeah.
to join us.
Just keep coming in December. Why
Thank
not?
you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
Eh,
local.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Crazy and close.
back there, it's our good friend that helped us punch in with and record. Alejandro doesn't let me lie. I live 2 hours away from here, and I always get here before Sarah, and Sarah sleeps 10 minutes away from where we record.
5 minutes.
How does that happen?
Today, well,
What's your excuse?
becoming a better tica.
Okay, today this was really not my fault. So I left on time. The Google Waze and Google Maps literally was like spinning around in circles. It was a struggle to get here. And I did stop by for a coffee. But there was a Google Maps and Waze issue and also a me issue.
It happens. Gringo time.
Yeah. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This was really, really fun. Sarah is going to put on our Instagram box for questions regarding.
Yes. Ask a Tico for Ask a Tico segment. If people have something, message us on Instagram. Be like, hey, let's. Can you guys do this? Discuss this in an Ask a Tico segment. I think it'd be kind of fun. You know, any questions that you have for Ticos, so they can answer them, and it'll be great.
All right. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next Pura Vida Perspectives episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Esto fue una producción de La Resortera.